Breathe better and sleep deeper with the Levoit Classic 160 Top Fill Humidifier. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to get your Levoit Top Fill Humidifier on Amazon today and enjoy a healthier, more comfortable home. Welcome to iPad Focus, where we're all about embracing the power of screens and letting our kids thrive in a world that's increasingly digital. I'm your host today, and I've got a story that'll make you rethink everything you thought you knew about parenting. So I used to be a hyper-fixated mom searching for ways to entertain my 2-month-old baby girl. She'd cry and I'd freak out, thinking she was bored. My mom would say things like she's probably just crying because she's hungry, but I didn't believe it. I thought there had to be a way to keep her occupied, to keep her happy. And that's when the keep kids busy rhetoric started to sink in. You know, the whole idea that moms are lazy if they don't constantly entertain their kids. But what I've come to realize is that babies cry because they're babies. It's not because they're bored or need entertainment. They cry because they're hungry, tired, or just plain overwhelmed. And as a mom, my job isn't to figure out some magical way to stop the crying. It's to wait years for them to grow up. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about all that parenting advice? You know, the stuff about potty training and veggies and screen time limits? Well, let me tell you, most of it is just plain wrong. I used to follow every piece of advice I could find, but as soon as I realized how damaging some of it was, I stopped. And you know what? My kids turned out just fine. In fact, my daughter is now 10, and she's a total rock star. She's in the gifted class, and her test scores are off the charts. And it's all thanks to her love of screens. iPad Focus, anyone? But seriously, she spends hours on her iPad each day, and you know what? It's not hurting her. In fact, it's probably helping. My son is a bit younger, but he's already showing signs of being a total Renaissance kid. He loves history, science, and all sorts of other subjects that most kids his age aren't even interested in. And you know why? Because he's been exposed to so many amazing videos and documentaries on his iPad. It's like having access to the entirety of human knowledge at his fingertips. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about all the screen time experts saying that too much screen time is bad for kids? And yes, there are risks associated with excessive screen time. But let me tell you, moderation is key. And if your kid is like mine, passionate about something and willing to spend hours on their iPad learning more, then I say go with it. So, what's the takeaway here? It's simple. Stop worrying about what everyone else thinks and start listening to your own kids. Let them guide you. Let them take the reins. And most importantly, don't be afraid to indulge in a little bit of screen time yourself. After all, as I like to say at iPad Focus, a happy mom is a happy kid.